What's going on, everybody? It's GAMEUNBOXINGREVIEWS here, and welcome back to another LEGO DC Supervillains video. So in today's video, I'm of course going to be showing you guys how to make the Thing from Marvel Comics using the in-game customizer. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so to start off with, we're of course going to head into Appearance, Head, and then Head again, and you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom until you find Custom Head 24, which is of course this one right here, and we're going to make it orange. Then once you've done that, you're going to back out of there, go into Face Decal Color, which is the color of the eyebrows, and we don't want any eyebrows, so we're going to make that orange as well. For the eyeshadow, you also want to make that orange, and then for the Wrinkle Decal Color, just go ahead and make it black. Now we don't need any accessories or hair pieces, so now of course we can move on to the body. So we're going to go with a custom body. We're going to choose body 5 here. We're going to make the first color orange and the second color black. Nice. Now then, instead of just using blank orange arms, what I'd recommend is using bronze tigers in orange, because you can see there's a little bit of lines on the arms there, and I just think that adds nicely to the lines on the body, so it just makes it look a little bit more detailed. For the hands, we're of course going to go ahead and make them orange as well. For the hips, you're going to find Martian Manhunters, which are down here somewhere. There they are. And we're going to make them blue. And finally, for the legs, you want to go ahead and choose boots. We're going to make the first color the same blue as the hips, and the second color orange. Nice. Now then, onto the effects. So we don't want a left-hand glow or a right-hand glow, but for the hit impact effects, we'll turn that on, make sure it's style 1, and we're going to make it black. And we're also going to do the same for the jump slam effects as well, but we're going to go ahead and choose style 5 instead, because that's a much more devastating attack for the Thing, which just fits that character perfectly. Nice. Now then, onto the abilities. So even though the Thing is a big character, I definitely wouldn't recommend adding the grow ability on the tag button, because he's obviously not a giant. But what we are going to add is on the jump button, we're going to go to double tap X, double jump, turn that on, and we'll go with jump style 1. And of course, we also want the hyper jump ability as well, because that is awesome. Now we're going to leave tap square, but on hold square, we're going to give him the lunge attack ability on style 2, because you can see there, he'll be able to rush towards an enemy to attack them. On tap circle, we're going to go ahead and give the Thing the explosion attack ability. We'll go with explosion style 4 like this, so he kicks the ground, which is awesome. For the effect, we'll go with 4. For the damage type, make sure it's a heat explosion, and then for the color, we're going to go ahead and make it black. Nice. Now finally, for the Thing, what you want to do is go to hold circle, destroy mode, and choose destroy mode style 1. So you can see there, he rushes towards an enemy to attack them, which is really cool. Alright, cool. Now then, onto the skills. So I only gave Ben 3 skills, and those were the ability to climb walls, smash crack Lego walls, and use super strength. I'm also going to add hazard protection as well, because I would imagine that Reed has made these suits hazard protective, definitely. Now then, on to the personality. So for the health icon, we're going to choose teal. For the health type, I understand that the Thing is a very strong character, but he's definitely not invincible, so I'm just going to stick with standard health. For the voice, just choose any male voice. For the speed, go with normal. For the target reticle, I'd probably suggest choosing Captain Cold because it's blue, and then for the animation set, you definitely want strong because that looks awesome. Alright, so we've done the appearance, the effects, the abilities, the personality, and we don't need any weapons, so now of course we can just fill in the basic information. So for the status, we'll put hero. For the affiliation, we'll put unknown, and then for the name, we're of course going to put Thing. Nice. Alright, cool. So now, of course, what we're going to do is drop the Thing into the hub world and see just what he can do. And here he is. This is, of course, my custom-made Thing made in LEGO DC Supervillains. Let's just get a good look at him right here. Now, we're definitely starting with the worst at first. And obviously, what I mean by that is the design, not the character. Because Benjamin Grimm is an amazing member of the Fantastic Four. I've always loved that character, and I cannot wait until we can finally start seeing him in more video games, movies, animated shows, and stuff like that. But anyway, what I mean is, making a Thing minifigure is always a very difficult task, because he should be a big figure, as you see in LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 1, where he looks perfect. But I think I've done a pretty decent job with the pieces that were given. You can see the lines on the arms and the body there, the face without the eyebrows, so it's not too bad. It's just not one of my favorite creations, to be honest. But anyway, what can this character do? Well, of course, he can double jump in the air. He can also hyper jump, but we'll show that in a little bit. We can pick up the forklift and chuck it like that, which is awesome. We can destroy these boxes. There we go. We can also rush over here and attack these dumpsters like this. There we go. That icon's not too bad. At least it's blue. I mean, that's the best I could do, I guess, for the Fantastic Four. He can also, if we hold down circle, rush towards objects like this. For some reason, it doesn't attack this policewoman, but it should work on everyone else. And, of course, we can also leave a crack in the ground, like that. Nice. That's not a very good view of it. Let me try again. There we go, that's better. So let's actually go hyper jump into Metropolis and take on the police. Alright, here we go. I'm going to do a big hyper jump here. You ready? 1, 2, 3! Nice one. Alright, let's go, Thing. Let's cause some chaos. Even though that's not what we would usually do as the Thing, but we have to with this game. What the heck? Did you see that? That guy was on top of the car. That was weird. Oh well. Okay, here we go. Yeah, but I really cannot wait until we can start seeing the Fantastic Four in video games again. I really missed... let's pretend that didn't happen. That was Sue. Sue did that. she made it turn invisible. That's what happened there. Yeah, I really miss playing as the Fantastic Four in Marvel video games. I think everyone misses those characters, and the same goes for the X-Men as well. But I just think, like, one of my favorite things about the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games was being able to play as the Fantastic Four, and I used to always play through those games as just the Fantastic Four. I would play as the other teams as well, but one of my first few playthroughs of the game, I would play as the Fantastic Four. So it would be Ben, you know, Johnny, Sue, and Reed, all through, you know, from start to finish. And that was always one of the most fun things to do, because it felt like a Fantastic Four video game. Because aside from that, they had the Fantastic Four movie tie-in games. And, I mean, I never played the second one. But it looked bad. But I'll say I did thoroughly enjoy the first one growing up. I don't know if it still holds up today. I've never played it since, but I absolutely loved the first one growing up. And I remember actually playing that for the first time, and you got to play as Ben and you're in space, you know, before the accident and everything. That was pretty sweet. So that was cool. You know, I don't know if it's still good today. If it is, then great, because I love that game. But the second one I never played, because it looked rubbish to me. But yeah, but my friends played it, definitely. Let's check that over there. But yeah, so Marvel Ultimate Alliance always felt like the best Fantastic Four video game ever, both for the first game and the second game. We need more police on us. Come on. Come on, we need more police. Let's attack this guy with the coffee. I always seem to take on him in these videos. Take that! I'm sorry, coffee guy. I'm really sorry, but it's clobbering time. Alright, take that. Oh, here we go. Here's the police. Come on, keep punching them. It's not enough. It's not enough. Keep going. There we go. So yeah, what I mean is, obviously with, what's that game coming out called? The Avengers Project, a game we haven't heard of ever since. We might hear at the Game Awards, apparently. That game is apparently going to be all about the Avengers, but I'm curious to see if once this Fox deal is sorted out, could the Fantastic Four and X-Men also be added to that game later on? So it's called the Avengers Project at the moment, but it would be amazing if it becomes like the next Marvel Ultimate Alliance, because we need another Marvel Ultimate Alliance, absolutely. I didn't actually enjoy those games all that much growing up, and then I started to get into them, and they got better. I think you had to stick with them, because at first glance you're like, I don't think I'm going to like this, and then the more you played of it, the more you started to like it. So I'd really love a new Marvel Ultimate Alliance, whether it's that by name or something similar, and which I think is what Avengers Project will be. It's either that or an MMO, I'm not quite sure what it is, to be honest, but let's just hope it's good and has the Fantastic Four. I think the game we all want to feature the Fantastic Four is definitely LEGO Marvel Superheroes 3. You know, they've been missing from the LEGO Marvel games for so long now, and they need to come back. They need to come back. They're just such cool characters. I'm sure the Thing's easy, because obviously he's just a strong guy, but I still think that Arthur Parsons and the team could be very creative about their abilities. I remember when LEGO Marvel Superheroes was coming out, I think Arthur Parsons said like one of his favorite characters was the Thing, because his favorite like superhero team is the Fantastic Four. So if you get someone like that to work on a Fantastic Four LEGO video game, it's going to be amazing. So I can't wait till they can use those characters again, which shouldn't be too long, I'd imagine, with this Fox deal and everything nearly finished. I seem to mention that deal in every single one of these videos, but I think it's because it's such a big deal. I mean, if that wasn't happening, the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe would be very different. I mean, right now, obviously, they can't use those characters, but I think even if like for example, if this Fox deal didn't pan out at all, we would just see the Eternals, the Guardians, the Avengers, things like that. But seeing as how the X-Men and Fantastic Four and things are coming home, while they're not planning anything at the moment, they will in the near future. That's what I mean, basically. So the MCU would be very different in the future if it weren't for this Fox deal. So very curious to see how it turns out. Obviously, we all want to see a good Fantastic Four movie. I enjoyed the originals. They're not too bad. they're I don't like the 2015 movie, but the originals aren't too bad. I find them quite enjoyable to watch, to be honest. And I really do enjoy Thing and Johnny's, you know, Ben and Johnny's, like, friendship. How Johnny is always such a nuisance to Ben. That's always hilarious, and I hope that carries over into the MCU films. So I do enjoy those films for the most part. But they're not perfect, you know, they're not like perfect Fantastic Four films. We still have yet to have that, like what we've had with the Avengers and stuff like that. But I'm sure if anyone can do it, it's Marvel Studios, absolutely. I can't wait to see their take on the Fantastic Four. It should be amazing, definitely. Whoa! I do enjoy this hyper jump ability. Sometimes, though, I wish that the camera was a bit closer. Like, maybe in the next LEGO video game, the hyper jump camera could be much closer. Because when you play as a big figure, it doesn't feel as far away, because obviously it's a big character. But with a minifigure, it's the same, you know, camera angle. It's just you're a minifigure, so you definitely feel much smaller. So I think it would be better if it's a bit closer. Or not, I mean, they'd have to experiment with it, but that's just a suggestion to maybe improve the hyper jump ability. Come on, Ben, get to the top. Yes, there we go. One feature I've always wanted in the LEGO Marvel games that'll probably never happen, because I don't think anyone would agree with it, is for Ben to be able to turn, well, for Thing to be able to turn into Ben Grimm, you know, the human form of him. Because I remember, was it Spider-Man, I think? I think it was the Spider-Man 90s animated series. I think Dr. Doom gave Ben Grimm a watch, and he could switch between the Thing and Ben at any time, you know, his human form. And I remember seeing that, you know, growing up and thinking, that's so cool. Like, the fact that Ben can now transform between human and the Thing. And it didn't last, obviously, but it would be really nice if we could have that feature in a future LEGO Marvel, or even just a Marvel video game in general, because that was a cool episode. I'm sure most people probably know what I'm talking about there. Anyway, guys, I think that'll probably do it for this video. I don't want to say everything about the Fantastic Four, because obviously we're going to leave it for the other 3 videos to come, which should be very exciting. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.